Hey everyone, I'm Colin Bennett, and I am running for the board for the National At-Home Dad Network. When I first became an at-home father, what attracted me to the National At-Home Dad Network was just a place where we can talk about the experience that we have in being stay-at-home dads. But what has kept me there and has kept me active is the idea that we can all come together around the sort of support and positive influence we can have not only on ourselves and our children, but on other parents in general when we talk about the sort of positive male image and positive aspects of fatherhood and staying at home with our kids and what that brings to the community at large. And when I become a board member, if I become a board member, I would love to use that position to continue advocating for that mission, to keep those ideas of advocacy, community, education, and support in the front of everyone's mind, and sort of amplify your voices to the community at large so that people know that at-home dads are here. We provide a positive experience for our children. We're helpful members of the community, and that together we all create better lives for our children and our communities at large. I think those of you that already know me from our social media channels and my work on the social media team, I work really hard to make sure that other fathers don't feel alone, that we understand what you're going through, and that there's a place for everybody within our community. And those are really the goals that I think we should all have, and I think we will continue to work on if I become a member. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of Home DadCon.
Hi. My name is Matt Strang. A little over 5 years ago, I went from the life of a chef to the life of a stay-at-home dad. I had never felt the isolation and loneliness that I felt those first 2 years. Then I heard about Home DadCon, and I went. Suddenly, I wasn't alone. I found out that I have a brotherhood. This group brought me back from that spot. That was 3 conventions ago. Over the last 2 years, I've begun to give back to the network. I've spearheaded the food and beverage operations for both the Orlando and Minneapolis conventions, as well as leading and co-leading breakouts and being on the planning committee for both conventions. I'm running for the board because I think that I have more to give. I'd like to see us as a group reaching out and advocating on a local level. We could build a real grassroots movement in our homes and communities. I really wish somebody had reached out to me in those first years of my new career. I can only imagine how great it would have been to get answers to even a few of my questions back then. I would like to see local groups offering the knowledge and experience that we have to the new dads that need us the most, the dads who don't know about the National At-Home Dad Network. Local groups could advertise regular gatherings at a coffee place or a donut shop where they could hang out and answer questions for any dad, or even something as simple as just gathering together the diapers and clothes that our kids have outgrown and getting them to the dads that need them. We can all make a difference in other fathers' lives. Every year at our convention, we bond and learn together. But there are so many stay-at-home dads that aren't at the convention. I want to see us reach out to those guys, the dads in all of our communities, all over the country, and help them. It would be an honor to serve you and all the other dads out there.
Hey guys, my name is Miguel Gamboa and I'm running for a board position. I have to say I'm jealous of y'all right now. I was able to make it to the con year before last in Portland, but unfortunately attending this year wasn't in the cards for me. The challenges I had with finding the time and money to attend Home DadCon this year aren't unique and highlight a struggle many dads face. For a lot of us, this event is a really big deal, something we start anticipating and planning for on the plane or car ride home from the last one. It's so empowering and uplifting to get together with other at-home dads, but I don't have to tell you that. One of the things I want to work on if elected is bringing that feeling to a larger group of dads. To make that happen, we need to raise more money, have a greater presence within our communities, and take a more active role in building those local groups. We have a great relationship with groups like City Dads, and I don't want to step on their toes. But I'd love to see us continue to grow that partnership as an organization by being more active participants. For example, I'd love to see local groups organizing Home DadCon watch parties for the guys who can't make it to the conventions, parties that themselves turn into a sort of mini remote convention. Maybe those watch parties could lead to holding fundraisers to help send a local guy or two to the con. As a member of the National At-Home Dad Network's Welcoming Committee, I'm committed to helping to diversify attendance at our conventions, including geographic diversity. A key part of our work on that committee is thinking about what helps diverse attendees feel like they would be welcomed if they made the effort to join us in person. You may have noticed an uptick in online posts that acknowledge the diversity of our membership, and that's a tangible outcome of our work over the last couple of years. Our organization exists for more than just Home DadCon, though. That's why I want to establish a program that encourages local dads to become trained as car seat safety technicians. This makes at-home dads visible as a resource for new parents. And speaking of resources, at-home dads could also take the lead on hosting support groups for new dads and organizing infant CPR classes. Things that will have an impact not just local stay-at-home dads, but their communities as a whole. Bringing our brotherhood into the public eye as a group of capable and competent caregivers will have a huge impact on raising awareness to the fact that dads, stay at home and otherwise, aren't babysitters. We're parents.
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. My name is Ed Lavazzo, if you don't know me, and I'll be running for the board this year. Let me tell you a little about myself. Currently, I live in Essex Fells, New Jersey. I have 3 wonderful kids, 2 little girls who are 8 and 6, and a little boy who's 5. I've been a stay-at-home dad now for a little over 2.5 years, and this year is going to be my 3rd convention. When I came to my first convention in Portland, I was having a tough time with the adjustment of becoming a stay-at-home dad. Didn't know where I really fit in anymore as a husband, as a father, and even as a friend. And finding this group gave me a lot of those answers. It gave me the confidence to be proud of who I was and to know that some of the issues I was having were completely normal, and a lot of you guys went through them as well. It was life-changing in many ways. So I knew right away I wanted to help out and be part of the organization. So that's why this year I decided to run for the board. Now, I think I'd be a good board member because previously I was a tax accountant, which is a career that is as dangerous and exciting as it sounds. But it also gave me a skill set that I think could be beneficial for the board. I'm sure, as being a large charity that we are, there is a number of budgetary, financial, and paperwork that needs to be done that I'm somewhat familiar with based on my previous career, and I think I can help out. Another area that I would also like to work with if I'm elected would be trying to extend our presence that we have at the convention. And what I mean by that is when we leave the convention, we leave with such positive thoughts, and throughout the years, those kind of fade away due to everyday activities, which is normal. But I like to come up with a way through a mentorship program or maybe even some chat groups that can kind of reinforce what we learn at the convention throughout the year and kind of make sure that we don't get stuck back into those same ruts. And if we do, we have a place to reach out. So hopefully this all sounds good and maybe you'll vote for me, and if not, that's okay too. I'd still love to help out the organization in any way I can, and I'm sure the other guys that are running are just as awesome as me. Well, slightly as awesome as me. Well, enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hello, my name's Keith Nagel. I've been a stay-at-home dad for 5 years of 2 boys. Logan, who is going to turn 6 in February, going to kindergarten next month, actually 2 weeks. And then Sawyer, who is 3, and he starts 2-day-a-week preschool soon here. I've been here in Minneapolis for 3 years and help run the Twin City Dads group in town here. So I've enjoyed doing that, and I've attended the Home Dad Convention for the last 3 years, starting in Portland, which I really loved the Portland Convention, and then I again went to the Orlando Convention, and then this year I'm actually on the planning committee for the Minneapolis Convention. So I thought I would take a shot at being an actual board member for the National At-Home Dad Board, because I feel like we need to do more outreach, and in my planning for this convention I've realized that you just really need to reach out to people, and most of the time you get responses, and whether that's speakers for the convention, politicians, and I think I have a good way of doing that, whether it's by email, phone. I spent 10 years as a zookeeper, presenting shows with free flight bird shows to people in zoos and educating them, and so I have a really easy rapport with people, so I think I could help the board reach out to new avenues to promote as well as partner with. So I hope you consider me as a new board member.